Join me as I dive deep into the world of AC Shadows and see if I can survive a whopping 150 hours of non-stop gameplay. I've always been fascinated by the Assassin's Creed series, and Shadows seemed like the perfect opportunity to really immerse myself in a game. My goal was simple: spend 150 hours playing and see what happens. I was excited to explore the game's vast open world, complex characters, and intricate storyline. I faced the first tournament boss. Lady Misago is one of the toughest bosses in AC Shadows, known for her lightning-fast movements and deadly precision. She's a master of the Misago style, a unique and ancient art of combat that makes her a formidable opponent. To beat her, I'll need to stay focused, use my skills wisely, and be ready to adapt. The goal is simple: take her down without getting hit. I've studied her patterns, and I'm planning to use a mix of quick reflexes and strategic attacks to whittle down her health. What makes this fight unique is her ability to switch between different fighting stances, each with its own set of attacks and weaknesses. I'll need to stay on my toes to dodge her strikes and find openings to counterattack. The fight begins, and Lady Misago charges at me with a flurry of punches and kicks. I manage to dodge most of them, but one lands solidly on my shoulder, sending a shockwave through my body. I quickly recover and launch a series of swift strikes, aiming for her weak points. She parries some with her fan, but I catch her off guard with a well-placed kick. She retaliates with a blast of energy that I barely dodge, and I realize I need to be more careful. I take a moment to assess her stance and look for an opening. When she switches to her more aggressive stance, I seize the chance to land a few solid hits. My sword slices through the air, and I feel a rush of adrenaline as I gain the upper hand. But Lady Misago isn't one to give up easily. She unleashes a devastating combo that sends me flying across the screen. I struggle to get back to my feet, and she's relentless, pressing her attack with a series of swift and precise strikes. I'm forced to dodge and weave, using every ounce of skill I have to avoid her blows. The battle rages on, with both of us exchanging blows and neither gaining a clear advantage. Her movements are a blur, and I'm starting to feel the strain. One misstep could mean disaster, but I'm determined to push through. The intensity picks up as we enter the final stretch. Lady Misago lands a critical hit, and I'm on the brink of defeat. My health is low, and I can feel my energy waning. I grit my teeth and summon every last bit of strength to mount a desperate counterattack. My sword flashes in the light, and I manage to land a few critical hits. Lady Misago stumbles back, her guard momentarily down. I seize the opportunity, launching a fierce assault that pushes her to her limits. The outcome hangs in the balance, and my heart is racing with anticipation. The fight reaches its climax as we both deliver our final blows. I'm on edge, waiting to see who will emerge victorious. The screen fades, and I hold my breath as the results are displayed. The results are in. I've done it. I take a deep breath, relieved and exhilarated by the victory. That was an incredibly tough fight, but I learned a lot from it. Reflecting on the battle, I realized that staying adaptable and patient were key to my success. I made a few mistakes, but I managed to recover each time. The experience has taught me to respect Lady Misago's skills even more and to always be prepared for anything. Finally, I took down her. Now I'm going to face second boss Lord Suguru. He is mastering in Kung Fu So. The challenge kicks off with a bang, and Suguru boss comes out swinging. The initial strategy is to focus on quick, precise movements and capitalize on the opponent's mistakes. What makes this challenge unique is the level of difficulty. These opponents are not to be underestimated. As the challenge progresses, Suguru boss faces off against the first opponent, and it's clear that this is going to be a tough fight. The opponent is fast and agile, with a powerful arsenal of moves. Suguru boss takes a hit, but quickly recovers and adapts the strategy. The crowd is on the edge of their seats as Suguru boss takes on the next opponent, a towering giant with crushing blows. Suguru boss dodges and weaves, avoiding the giant's attacks and looking for an opening to strike. But just as Suguru boss thinks they have the upper hand, a surprise twist throws everything off balance. One of the opponents has a hidden ability that turns the tables on Suguru boss. Suguru boss faces a significant hurdle when encountering a particularly tough opponent. This opponent has a mastery of the game's mechanics, making it difficult for Suguru boss to land a hit. The tension builds as Suguru boss struggles to find a way past. The most intense moment of the challenge comes when Suguru boss executes a daring move that could turn the tide of the battle. With seconds to spare, Suguru boss lands a critical hit that leaves the opponent reeling. The crowd goes wild as Suguru boss takes on the final opponent, and the energy is electric. Suguru boss gives it everything, pulling out all the stops to secure the win. The final outcome is a nail-biter, with Suguru boss facing off against the last opponent in a heart-stopping showdown. The reactions from Suguru boss and the participants are priceless as they discuss what worked and what didn't. In the end, Suguru boss emerges victorious, but finally I took him down too. Get ready for Meet the Thread-Heavy boss Lord Hokuto. We're putting my skills to the test with AC Shadows, and I'm excited to share this battle with you. Lord Hokuto is known for his incredible strength, and I'm not going to go down without a fight. I'll be facing him head-on, and I'll need all my strategy and quick reflexes to emerge victorious. Alright, let's get this battle started. I'm geared up, my character is ready, and I'm focused. Here's we go. The music is pumping, and I'm raring to take on Lord Hokuto. As we begin, Lord Hokuto charges at me with that massive sword of his. I'm dodging and weaving, trying to get a good opening to strike. My heart is racing, and I can feel the adrenaline coursing through my veins. The battle is intense, and I'm having to think on my feet. Lord Hokuto is relentless, but I'm managing to keep up. I've landed a few good hits, but he's not going down yet. I'm starting to feel the pressure, and my strategy needs to change. I'm switching things up, trying to find a weakness in his defense. This is it, the fight is heating up. One wrong move and it's all over. I've got to stay focused. Okay, I've managed to dodge that attack, and I've got an opening. Taking a deep breath, I'm going in for the kill. This is it, the moment of truth. I've got Lord Hokuto right where I want him. I can feel the excitement building up inside me. This could go either way. The tension is building, and I'm on the edge of my seat. I can see the finish line, but it's not going to be easy. I've got to give it my all. The final blow is about to be struck. I'm giving it everything I've got. Here we go. I've done it. I've defeated Lord Hokuto. What a rush. I'm thrilled, and I have to say, that was one heck of a battle. The fourth boss, Lady Osen, a legendary warrior, has decided to take on the shadows in a battle of wits and strength. Her motivation for this fight is to prove that even the lightest of warriors can overcome the darkest of foes. The rules of engagement are simple. Lady Osen will face off against an army of shadow enemies, with the goal of defeating as many as she can. But Lady Osen isn't just about brute force, she's also a master of strategy. She uses her surroundings to her advantage, luring the shadows into traps and taking them down with precision. Despite her skills, Lady Osen faces a significant struggle when a wave of shadows ambushes her from all sides. For a moment, it seems like she's in trouble, but she manages to regain her footing. The most intense moment of the challenge comes when Lady Osen faces off against her toughest shadow opponent yet, a towering behemoth with the power to manipulate darkness. The air grows thick with tension as the two enemies clash. The behemoth unleashes a devastating attack, forcing Lady Osen to dodge and weave to avoid its blows. She retaliates with a powerful strike of her own, but the behemoth barely flinches. As the fight reaches its climax, Lady Osen digs deep, summoning every last bit of strength to land a critical hit. The behemoth stumbles, its darkness faltering for a moment. Seizing the opportunity, Lady Osen unleashes a flurry of attacks, her sword flashing in the dim light. The behemoth dissipates into nothingness, defeated. In the end, Lady Osen emerges victorious, her armor battered but her spirit unbroken. Anyways, finally I beat her though. This is the final boss of this tournament battle.
Finally.
Defeating drunken kung fu boss Lord Unkai is no easy feat, but I'm excited to take on the challenge. He's known for his lightning-fast moves and devastating attacks, making him a formidable opponent. My motivation for taking on this challenge is to test my skills and see how far I've come in the game. To make things more interesting, I'll be playing with a specific set of rules, no continues, no outside help, and only using a select few abilities. I've been preparing for this battle for a while now, studying Lord Unkai's moves and patterns. I've learned that he has a few weaknesses that I can exploit, but I'll need to be careful not to get caught off guard. My strategy is to stay mobile, using my agility to dodge his attacks and look for openings to strike back. I'm also planning to use my environment to my advantage, luring him into traps and using the terrain to take him down. I'm confident in my abilities, but I know that Lord Unkai is a force to be reckoned with. I'll need to stay focused and adapt quickly to his changing tactics. The rules of engagement are simple. I'll need to whittle down his health to 0 before he defeats me. Let's get started. I'm hyped to see how this battle plays out. I've got my gear in order, and I'm feeling pretty confident. Lord Unkai better watch out, because I'm coming for him. I've been practicing my combos and I'm ready to unleash them on him. As I enter the battlefield, I can feel the adrenaline pumping through my veins. Lord Unkai is huge and intimidating, but I'm not backing down. I charge forward, my sword at the ready. The battle begins, and I'm immediately put to the test. Lord Unkai is fast, but I'm faster. I dodge and weave, avoiding his attacks and looking for an opening. Whoa, that was close. Lord Unkai just landed a huge blow, but I managed to dodge out of the way just in time. My heart is racing, and I can feel the tension building. I've got to stay focused and keep my cool if I want to come out on top. I'm taking a deep breath and getting back into the zone. The fight is heating up, and I'm starting to feel the burn. Lord Unkai is relentless, pushing me to my limits. I'm using every trick in the book to stay ahead, but it's clear that he's not going down without a fight. I'm getting a little worried, my health is getting low, and I need to end this soon. Oh man, I just messed up big time. Lord Unkai caught me with a nasty combo, and I'm down to my last few health points. I've got to think fast and come up with a new plan if I want to survive. I'm taking a moment to regroup and reassess the situation. Okay, I've got a new strategy. I'm going to try and lure him into a trap and take him down with a big attack. Fingers crossed this works. I'm setting up the trap, and... yes! Lord Unkai just fell into it, and I'm taking advantage of the opening. The tension is building, and I can feel the outcome hanging in the balance. Lord Unkai is getting angrier by the second, and I know he's going to come at me with everything he's got. I'm bracing myself for impact, ready to give it my all. This is it, the moment of truth. I've got Lord Unkai right where I want him, and I'm going in for the kill. I'm focusing all my energy on this final attack. And it's a success. Lord Unkai is defeated, and I've emerged victorious. What a rush. I'm on cloud 9 right now. Defeating Lord Unkai was an incredible feeling. I'm proud of myself for pushing through and staying focused, even when things got tough. That was an intense battle, but it was worth it. I'm still buzzing from the adrenaline of that fight. It's amazing how quickly your heart can start racing when you're in a tough battle like that. I'm glad I could share this experience with you, and I hope you enjoyed watching it as much as I enjoyed playing it. Defeating Lord Unkai was an incredible experience, and I'm so glad I could share it with you. If you want to see more gaming content like this, be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell. I'd love to have you along for the ride. By the way, if you want to see another challenge like this, check out my previous video where I took on a tough level in. It's a great example of how I approach difficult challenges in gaming. Let me know in the comments what you think, and I'll catch you in the next video. Don't forget to like and comment below. I'd love to hear your thoughts on this challenge.
I can't believe it! It's a match! You did it! Lord Unkai is defeated! Victory to Noah Swift, our new